Jonovek Klapi. That is Slavic for you guys for what's up, guys. All right, guys, so I get a lot of questions about how the Bakersfield market is looking, how it looked, what my predictions are for this year. So this video is dedicated to how last year looked for 2019 and what I think is gonna happen in 2020. So I'm gonna go over prices sold, the median price sold in Bakersfield, how long they stayed on the market, what primarily sells in Bakersfield in terms of single family houses, a lot of averages for you guys, talk about interest rates, and then I'm gonna tell you what I think we're gonna do in 2020, because I got that 2020 vision. So in 2019, we had 6,342 houses sold in the Bakersfield area. So this doesn't go over Kern County, so like Shafter, Taft doesn't go over any of those places at all. This is strictly Bakersfield. Sold 6,342 houses as opposed to 2018 when we sold 6,339 houses. So we only saw 3 more houses sell in 2019 versus 2018. So I didn't do any statistics on that because it's almost identical. Not a lot has changed. So the same number of houses sold in 2019 as they did in 2018. So the average home that sold in Bakersfield was 1,806 square foot, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Pretty common house. I mean, you'll see that in a lot of places. Any part of town you can see a house like that. So not uncommon to see something like that, which is super good. All right, guys, so now for the good stuff. The median sales price of 2019 was $259,000 in Bakersfield. Again, nowhere in Kern County, just in Bakersfield alone. That represents a 5.7% increase from 2018. So in 2018, the median was $245,000. Last year in 2019 was $259,000. Pretty sizable jump. So if you owned a house during that 2019, you gained 5.7% equity in your house. And the median price per square foot was $146 per square foot. I don't really like that number for all of Bakersfield because it really depends on where you're at. Places in Oildale or the east side are going to be vastly different than places in Seven Oaks or custom build brand new houses. So that number is kind of just a generic of all of Bakersfield, $146 per square foot. What that means is if your house is 1,000 square feet, your sales price would be $146,000. Let me make sure that math is right before I do that. That $146 per square foot is different than the 2018 of $139 per square foot. So again, we saw a 5.52% hike in that price per square foot from 2018 to 2019, which again, if you owned a house in that time, great for you guys. So we talked about the list price of $259. We're gonna talk now about the more important sales price, because what you list for doesn't mean that's what you're gonna sell it for. So we listed on an average for $259,000. We sold on an average $256,000. So the sales price, not the list price that we talked about, the sales price jumped 5.56% year over year from 18 to 19. That also means when you list your house, you're getting 98.84% of what you listed for, which is really great. Basically, most of the houses are getting close to, if not at or above, 100% of list price. So if you're listing for $259,000 on average, 99% of the time, you're gonna be getting an offer and selling it for $256,000. Not bad. Average days on market for 2019 were 17 days. So pretty quick as opposed to 2018, which is 22 days. So again, you're seeing a lot of great increases for people that owned a property all through 2019. Slower days on market for sales time, higher sales prices. You're just seeing a lot of great stuff for those guys. So pretty solid 2019. You also saw in 2019 lower interest rates. Rates in the 3s, mid 3s, high 3s, low 4s, mid 4s, depending on all kinds of criteria for you. But you saw really rock bottom low mortgage prices. And that's partly causing that price to go up, because if it costs you less to get your mortgage, you can spend more on a house. If your interest rate's 5%, you can't buy a $250,000 house, you can buy a $230,000 house. But if it's 3%, you can bump that number up to quite a bit more. So that kind of plays an inverse relationship with each other. The lower the interest rates go, the more that people can afford, the more demand there is, the more that those prices are gonna go up. So it makes sense when you think about it like that. So that's pretty much 2019 at a glance. Basically, we saw 5.5% increases on sales price and list price, lower days on market, low interest rates. I mean, you saw a lot of really, really great things happen in Bakersfield, which creates a great inventory. People are selling, people are buying, and it's a great market in Bakersfield for 2019. Now, 2020, what's gonna happen? So if I had my little crystal ball, first of all, it'd be worth trillions of dollars, but if I could predict basically what I think is gonna happen, here's my prediction at a glance. I think we're gonna see low interest rates still. They might go up a little bit, probably nothing crazy, but I think we'll see a little bit of fluctuation with those. I also think we're gonna see an increase in sales price again. So that amount we're selling for, that 256, I think that's gonna bump up. Nothing crazy, you know, maybe we'll get 2 to 4% increase, but we're still gonna see a lot of demand. We've already started off 2020 with a great, strong amount of people wanting to buy a house. Once we hit springtime, that number's gonna bump up like crazy too. So definitely great stuff. I think we'll keep the same number of sales, right around that 6,400 homes in Bakersfield per year. So if you're in real estate, plenty of inventory out there for you to sell. So that's it. Whether you guys are buying in 2019, whether you're planning on buying or selling this year, you're getting 99 to 100% of what you're listing for. There's plenty of inventory for buyers. I mean, that's a solid market. It's not a seller's market. It's not a buyer's market. You're still having sellers pay for closing costs. You're still getting multiple offers. You're seeing a lot go on in this town, and I think it's gonna be nothing but great things for 2020. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you like this info. It's kind of a different vibe for videos because I wanna do something Bakersfield specific. I wanted to talk about Bakersfield real estate because obviously it's on a lot of people's minds. So I wanted to go over that in depth with everyone here. So I will see you guys on the next video.